Manic. 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 Boisterous.
Noisy.
Loud.
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 Loud. Outgoing.
Lively.
Extrovert.
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
Martin's enthusiastic.
He's very enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
Fidgety.
Talkative. Way too hyperactive.
He has a heart of gold.
I'd say he's loyal.
Very loyal.
Loyal.
Pink.
Flamboyant.
Metrosexual.
Caring. He's very caring.
Sensitive.
Sensitive. Sensitive. He's quite sensitive.
He's passionate.
Competitive, that's what he is. He's overly competitive.
Ambitious.
He's somebody who gives 100% all the time.
Couldn't wish for a better son.
I wouldn't go that far.
I think he's a bubbly sort of bloke and he makes a lot of friends.
He's always up for a while.
A devastatingly good golf swing.
His loyalty is very endearing.
His overwhelming enthusiasm.
His enthusiasm, his love for life, his passion.
The fact that he wears his heart on his sleeve.
He wears his heart on his sleeve.
Kind nature.
Very generous.
Martin's greatest quality is just being there for everybody whenever they need some kind words and help.
He always asks after everybody to make sure they're okay, especially me in these past few months.
Oh, I just love him.
His innate ability to embarrass himself on his own.
Least appealing quality. He can be impatient.
He can be pretty hyperactive at times.
His overwhelming enthusiasm.
It just seems to overreact all the time for some reason.
Golfing. If he hits a bad shot at golf, he throws the club full and he'll hit the ball.
He strokes.
Getting the hanky out of the pocket and blowing his nose.
And his facial hair.
Farting, closely followed by speaking too loudly on the phone.
He speaks very loud.
Especially on mobile phones. You can hear him 3 blocks away.
His booming voice.
He talks too loud.
He won't bloody shut up at times.
His least appealing quality is quite loud.
Oh, I think it'd be an elephant because or a bull because he's like a bull at a gate.
Probably a gerbil. You've seen him on the wheels, right?
Chimpanzee.
A very high chimpanzee.
Some kind of giraffe.
Giraffe.
A giraffe.
Giraffe.
A giraffe.
He would be a giraffe because he's tall, elegant. I was going to say something about his legs. And all legs.
Well, being polite, I think I'll leave that to Shirley. I think I've got different names for him.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think it would need to be a gazelle type person who can bound over fences.
I would say a cheetah.
To me, he's just kind of a kangaroo.
Roaring lion.
Tabby cat that thinks it's a tiger and gets overexcited quite a lot.
An excitable puppy.
I would say he would be a medium-sized dog, right? Most of the time, he's happy just to wander about. If you push him too hard, he'll bite you on the ass.
Martin as an animal. A yappy dog, I think.
Martin would be a skunk because he's nice in appearance but he can smell.
Well, the case is...
Well, the case is...
Well, the case is...
And the cases?
Well, the case is...
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 The case is...
Well, the case is...
Who threw that tree?
I think he's probably had several, isn't he?
His greatest achievement, I'm going to be really cheesy and say marrying Izzy.
His biggest achievement's obviously marrying Isabel.
Marrying Izzy.
Getting a girlfriend and persuading her to marry him.
Hanging on to Izzy.
And us going down to Windsor was a memorable occasion for us all, the family.
And
My mum and dad were there.
being my nephew.
I think the proudest is probably the Venture Scout, Queen Scout Award.
Queen Scout Award.
Oh, climbing Mount
Climbing Aconcagua.
He always keeps rapping on about Mount Aconcagua.
The Aconcagua thing.
The mountain in South America he climbed.
Aconcagua Mountain, I think they call it in Argentina.
Climbing Mount Aconcagua.
I think in the last 6 months he's shown what he can achieve as a person and as a business person. He's really shown through in the face of a huge amount of adversity.
Having his own business and about to be married at our age, I think it's superb.
Obviously running a business on his own, I think that was an achievement.
His greatest achievement, I think, this would be a funny answer, but I think his greatest achievement is that he's a good runner. He runs short marathons, and yes, he's asthmatic. He's overcome a physical difficulty to do something that I think is great.